Guys, welcome to the weekly Cardone Mastermind. My name is Steve Spray, coming to you live here from our headquarters here in Miami. Guys, every single Wednesday we come to you live at Wednesday 2 p.m. for the Mastermind call. Now, what are the Masterminds for? The Masterminds, those are so we can bring people together, all of our clients, everybody on the program, Cardone University and Cardone On Demand. We've got hundreds of thousands of clients who use the program. They're in the training every single day. What we brought together was this program, this actual service here, Cardone Mastermind, so that you as viewers could come in, you could call in, you could ask questions, and we'll handle anything for you. And we're going to hit on specific topics every week to be able to help you out. This week, we want to talk about using alternatives for negotiations. So this is part of Grant's sales training process inside presentation. You're going to see it whenever you're inside the sales process, whenever you're right in there in that meat part of the program that's going to be talking about, hey, what's it look like when I got a customer and now I'm to the presentation. So guys, if you want to call in, I'm going to handle any type of question that you have for you. So the telephone number to do that is going to be 305-865-8668. That is the number to call in. Once again, if you want to call in, 305-865-8668. That is the number to call in. Ask questions. I'm going to handle anything. So anything you want to talk about, it doesn't have to be about the presentation. It could be with anything. I'm going to show you how to get it done for you. So once again, my name is Steve, guys. Whenever you call in, man, good kickoff to the month, man. It's been a good month. John, how things going for you up there? Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna start this whole thing off exactly how we always started off, which is talking about the people who are doing well with the Cardone University and the Cardone On Demand program. I mean, every single week these guys are dropping in. So when we do our monthly performance review calls with each one of our clients, we got our people asking, hey, what's happening? What's going on? And so they're just flooding us with all this information right here about, hey, this is what's really going on. So I want to share some of these things because for the people who are on Cardone University and you're going through the curriculum and you're hearing us talk about doing 6 training segments every single day, doing about 15 minutes of training, doing correction throughout the day whenever you've got different problems that happen throughout the day and you're thinking, man, dude, how do I really maximize the usage on this program? I'm going to show you what people are doing on the success side of it, and then we're going to talk about how to do that when we dive into the program here. So I got Zach Bell. He's from Frank Fletcher Honda. Zach Bell says, hey, I'm a big guy on verbiage and lingo. I've noticed how much more professional my guys sound. So I believe he's a manager. He's talking about, dude, my guys are cranking it up. They sound better. They sound more professional, which is exactly what this is going to do. So, sales is like working out every single day. It's a muscle. For salespeople, look, we got to have the right information. You got to have the right data. You have got to be obsessed with this. If you're only doing it once a week, if you're only practicing once a week, you're just not going to be able to get it because you're not going to be able to retain it as well as you would be able to if you were doing it every single day, right? John, you guys are always talking to me about, I got a thing with the biceps here in the office. Dude, it's because I'm working out all the time, man. You guys see me rolling in here?
The hustle muscle.
That's right. We got the wristbands, the hustle muscle wristbands. I take that stuff seriously. So because I know what it takes to be able to be successful. For me to get good at what I do, dude, I got to do it every single day, right? So here's another guy right here. I got Josh Hudgens. He says, look, with a team as big as ours, we used to have one guy doing things one way and another guy doing things his own way, and managers had to adapt. Now guys come to the desk and we get the same information. He's talking about guys coming up to the sales office. They all got the same information because they're all running the same play. We've got a playbook right here that's called the Cardone University. So guys, if you want to call in, I'm going to handle any type of questions that you have. So Cardone University is a program that we're using right now for you to maximize your success as a salesperson or a manager or a business owner. So if you want to call in, it's 305-865-8668. Call in. We got questions. I'm going to answer for you. Okay, so first thing I want to dive into right now today, whenever you go inside the training center, John, if you want to pop in, I'm going to show them my screen right here. And we're talking about providing alternatives for your customer, okay? Where am I going to find all this material? Well, you're going to find this inside Sales Process. And I'm going to talk to you about why Grant offers alternative options inside the sales process. So when I click inside sales process right here, this is going to dive into everything from getting my attitude right before I even talk to a customer, all the way up until me giving a proposal to a customer. I'm actually handing them a proposal saying, hey, we've talked about everything. We've seen everything. Now it's time for you to close. So right here, we're kind of in the middle. We're after this fact-finding piece where I'm inside, now I've identified how I can sell the person, what they're interested in, and really what their dominant buying motive is, okay? But now I'm actually in the presentation. So I've collected all this data. Now, look inside here, guys. This is a huge, huge piece of the program. There's 17 courses inside this program right here on presentation alone, okay? John, why is Grant putting together 17 segments just on the presentation? It's important. It's extremely important, man. I got to be able to present my deal better than anybody else that's out there. So more importantly, you're going to see right up here where he's going to start talking about, look, verify selection with alternatives. Okay, you're going to see more alternatives. Okay, then he's going to start diving into the feature advantage benefits. Okay, the product knowledge mistakes, the why, how to find the why, right? And then by the time we get down here, by the time you're in the middle of this presentation, you're going to find out how to control the presentation. Okay, these are very specific things that we're going to talk about, but today's specifics are using alternatives, being able to use other things to, use inside. Why do I want to do this? Well, for a number of different reasons. Number one, I'm going to set the parameters on the negotiations, okay? I want you to write this down if you're taking notes on this. And guys, if you have questions, I want you to call in. I want you to call into 305-865-8668. Or if you got questions, drop them into the chat box right there. And what we're going to do, man, I got Roddy on. He's in here. He's sitting at Starbucks right now. He said, dude, I'm not missing the mastermind for anything. My man Roddy, he's awesome. And then, guys, if you want to send messages in right here, I'm going to be able to handle them. We got everybody in the room over there at Ray Sales. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so guys, why do we want to provide a selection alternative? Why do we want to give options? Okay, options give people the opportunity to eliminate in their mind other opportunities, because I want you to write this down. 40% of all your customers, they are on the wrong product when they come to you. Okay, so very particularly if you're in a retail situation, 40% of the people who actually call you, they're on the wrong product, man. So for you as a salesperson, if you're pitching the wrong product to 40% of the people and you're wondering why I can't get a deal done, well, man, it could be because, you're showing them something that's not going to actually solve the real problem because they don't really know. And you want to be able to identify that. And you're going to be able to identify that in the fact finding so that you can find their dominant buying motives. But now I'm actually into a place where I want to start offering alternatives. What's another reason that I'm going to offer an alternative? Alternative selection. Why do we want to do this? We want to do this because it's going to set the parameter for negotiations, okay? Especially on pricing. Okay, I'm going to start real high. Dude, we've got this program. This program is $50,000. I got programs that are $5,000 or $10,000. Okay, I'm going to set a parameter that way. That way, when I show the guy and he's sitting here going, this is exactly what I want. I want that. And then we're sitting here at the $40,000 price, and then he's saying, no, the price is too high. Sir, I knew that before we started doing this. That's why I offered you the $20,000 package before we got started, right? And then he's like, no, that's not it. Guys, this gives you an opportunity to get somebody in their mind to eliminate the other options, because they're going to look at the other options, whether they look at them with you or whether they look at them with somebody else. If you can actually have them eliminate other options, okay, while they're in the process with you in their mind, that way they know for sure. They're sitting here thinking, dude, this is it. This is the deal. Okay? This is the exact deal. We want them to be able to do that. Okay? I'm going to give you an example. For us, what I do, I do this on presentations. People want Grant Cardone to come into their organization. Okay? I drop in. I say, look, we can do it for this. Okay? We're going to start here. I've got this program and I got that package. I got that package. I give them 3 different options. Okay? And then they're like, oh, well, yeah. I know exactly what I'm doing because I really know what's going to be best for them. I know exactly what that company needs, but I need for them to understand it. I'm going to be able to do that by providing options alternatives, and you're going to find that right here. John, if you want to show my screen again, it's right here inside presentation. So you're going to want to do these 3 videos right up front, the basics, the selection, and then we're going to verify selection with alternatives, and then we're going to go into more on alternatives, okay? This is very specific to how to set this up and what you do. So if you guys have questions about that, would love to chat about it, you can call in at 305-865-8668. It looks like we got a caller right now who's got a couple. We've got Eric. Jared from Salt Lake. Jared, what's happening, my man?
Hey, man. Just wanted some advice. I'm new at my career, trying to take on learning all the ins and outs of this business that I'm doing, and love Grant's training. Trying to improve my pitch, and I don't even know where to begin.
Okay.
To get the ball rolling, just to get my lingo down. I'm like, man, I can put down points of what my business can do for clients. However, I'm like, man, what's my pitch? What is it that's going to grab them and like Grant says, set hooks?
Yep.
To have that person say, man, I need to listen to this guy.
Okay, good. Well, first, what type of business are you in, Jared?
I'm in shipping.
Okay.
Logistics.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good, man. Man, I just talked to a guy in logistics. That's awesome. So who would you actually be selling to? Who's your ideal, best opportunity, best deal? What do they look like?
Yeah, I mean, anyone that sends out like less than truckload freight, maybe about 1 to 10 a week. I could be a great resource for that.
Okay, that's perfect.
Typically,
Okay, good. So we've got people who they're sending out freight. Okay, they're for you. You do logistics. This is what you handle. But you're looking at, okay, what's the pitch look like? So are you cold calling these companies and figuring out, hey, can I show you my product? Can I get an opportunity to show you what we could do for your company to be able to provide the best service, the best opportunity for this type of business? Is that what you're telling me you're doing?
Exactly.
Okay, perfect, man. And so if you were going to drop a big claim on me and you could do it in less than 3 seconds, what's like one reason why I would want to work with you, work with Jared from Salt Lake?
Well, I have access to over 60 of the top carriers in the LTL business. Also have 5,000 trucks. Also have a network of 28,000 different network of trailers or trucks I can get to move. I mean, that's what I've come up with. And going from there is well, like, man, what do I do next?
Yeah, good. So you're giving a call up. Now, why would I want to do business with you? This is what you've got to identify when you do this. And so what he's talking about is what you guys are going to find inside Master the Cold Call. So I'm going to do a quick version of, teaching Jared how to really identify this. But, guys, look, this goes back to you got to be able to work. I can teach you how to build the biceps all day long. But if you don't work them, when you're out there in the game, all you're going to be working with some flab out there, You got to build the muscle yourself. You got to understand it. Now, Jared's telling me, look, these are the big claims that I've came up with. I've been doing the training. Now I just want to put it together so I can get it real tight because I'm still making the calls. I just want to know what it's going to look like. Now, Jared, whenever you make these big claims, what's the real reason? Like, what problem are you solving for somebody? Why would I want to do business with Jared?
The biggest thing that I can do is save money and time. Time and money is what I'm after, and making things easier for my client to move their product.
Perfect, man. What type of time are you talking about?
Not having to call every LTL service to find out quotes or getting things scheduled. They're able to work with me, and I'm able to get it scheduled, get them what they call bill of ladings so they can move their freight.
Oh, perfect.
Get the pickups and delivered scheduled, those sort of things.
Perfect, man. So you're saving somebody time because they can actually work with Jared, and you're just going to do all that work that typically causes a business owner, somebody who's trying to produce more, get more opportunities himself. You're going to save him time from being able to, have to actually make those phone calls. So you're basically like outsourcing those calls. Is that right?
Exactly.
Excellent. And so what type of money is that? What type of money would you be saving by doing that? Because those things, time and money, those go hand in hand. So I know that you're saving money. That gives that guy more opportunity. So do you factor that in?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I haven't put it together. But yeah, I know it's there. I mean, just say if like a warehouse guy is getting paid, anywhere from $15 to $20 an hour, he saves an hour of his time. That's $20 at least on the pay, but then also the productivity is something that also could be saved, and they're able to be more productive within their warehouse or their business.
Perfect, man. So what I want to do for you is I want you to really get that little pitch tight. So you got to think on the elevator pitch, look, how am I going to be able to grab this guy's attention immediately? So we got a couple different big claims. I'm Jared over here from Logistics Company. Look, the reason for my call is we have access to 60 different organizations with 5,000 different trucks that we're going to be able to get you access to. That way you could save you time. And what it's going to be able to do is it's going to be able to provide you with a savings of, drop that number. What's that number? And I want that number to be really big. So I don't want to tell the guy that, you're paying a guy $15 an hour. What's that guy really paying him?
I don't know.
No, he's paying him probably 40 grand a year. I'm going to save you 40 grand.
Okay.
Right? So you want to drop that in, and that's going to allow you more time, or that guy more time to be able to do what you guys do best, which is to produce. Okay. Do you have 30 seconds where I can actually show you exactly what we have to see if it's worth a conversation for you? Okay. What I'm looking to do is set a hook in a guy. I'm looking to set a hook to get the time.
Right.
Okay. So we've got to be able to drop that. Now, when you go in here, you're going to be able to find out how to put that pitch together. It's called the cold call process inside Cardone University. Have you done that?
Yeah, I have.
Perfect.
I've looked at it. I've listened to it. I've listened to it a couple times. Like, man, okay, setting the hooks. I get it. I just need to work. Like you said, man, I need to work on that muscle. And I'm like, man, I see it. I've heard it. Now I've got to put it into play and refine it. And I'm like, dude, this is the first time I'm doing this. I'm like, man, am I even doing it the right way?
Yeah. Well, then here's what you need to do. Okay. So here's step 2. So once you've got your pitch down, you know what your deal is. Now you've got to identify, hey, what road bumps am I running into? Am I running into gatekeepers? Okay. Because that could be a whole different deal. And so what I want you to do is I want you to identify this. Now that you've got your pitch tight, there's a few different things that you need to do. So if you go into preparing for the cold call, it talks about how to build this list, do the math of what it really takes. And then it's going to talk about role play every single day. So have you watched this video about how to role play every single day?
I have. I just had someone to give me the time or to want to do it.
Yeah, no problem, man. So what I used to do when I first came to work for Grant, because I didn't have anybody to role play with either, Grant made me stick my nose up against the wall. That way I could role play with myself. And so for me, I was recording what I was saying. That way I could personally go back and I could listen to the way I sounded, because nobody's going to critique you more than yourself. And I remember going back and actually looking at myself, and I was just like, oh, dude, I suck. I suck right there, I suck right there, and I suck right there. And so I was actually able to tell myself where I knew I was breaking down. And when I could hear it, I could really listen to that communication, because I may not be confident whenever I'm pitching that deal, whenever I'm doing the call in certain areas, and I may not even be able to hear it until I listen to it. And so that's what recording yourself is good for. So if you got a phone that could be able to do that, if you got a smartphone, I think every device has a recorder on there now. So you should be able to do that, be able to get the pitch tight. So you want to be able to role play every day. And then the last piece that I want you to do with that, Jared, is I want you to look down at the bottom. I want you to identify, what objections do I get? People tell me that they're not interested. They're already using somebody else. Hey, yeah, our current guy does that right now. Dude, those are the things that you got to get tight on, because they are always going to object. Guys, what you hear about inside Cardone University is that everybody has an RDR. It's a reactionary defense response. It's, I'm not interested. Dude, you don't even know what you're interested in yet. Okay, if you were interested, you would have called me. I wouldn't even have a job right now. My job is to call you because you don't know what I have. If you did know, you'd be doing business with us. Okay, there's going to be so many different ways in there. So Jared, man, really appreciate you calling in. What I want you to do is just tighten up on all those other things. It sounds like you got the pitch down. And as long as your pitch is good, being able to identify what happens next is what you're going to want to, really dig into. So, what objections you're going to get. You're going to find that in the cold call objections. So I'm going to click into this right now. So Jared, what he's talking about is right here inside the cold call piece. He's saying, I'm cold calling people. I need to get more business for my deal. And what he needs to do next is he needs to go inside here and he needs to look at, okay, what objections am I getting? Because that first initial hook, those big claims, those are going to buy you like a few seconds on the phone. And then you got to be able to understand what they're saying next. So there could be an objection. There could be a, yeah, give me a call back. There could be a send me some information. Well, what do you actually do? What do you actually say when those different things happen? That's what these virtual videos are about right here. So there's 12 different ones. Guys, if you can see me, I heart these. Okay, I star them because these are the things that I get all the time. So I'm going to show you some other features about the program that you're going to be able to use. I want you guys to know about these because, look, there's always a button that's going to provide you with quicker access, more material that you don't know about. The favorites piece are all the buttons that, I put in there. So these are segments that I'm like, okay, well, I need to be able to see these all the time. And so I'll go back in and rewatch them all the time. People always talk to me about price. Well, I know every month when I go in here and I just look at these, because I need to be reminded every single month. I got to continue to work that muscle. But with 1,400 virtual videos inside this program, there's probably going to be ones that I know, dude, I need to get back and rewatch. They're going to be a little bit more specific to my exact position, the exact problems I have, because the problems I have may be different than the ones you do. Okay, the problems that you have may be a little bit different than the guy who's sitting next to you. So back to some of the alternatives that we have. I want you to look at this search button at the top. And so when you click inside here, all you got to do is just type in alternatives. I want you guys to use this alternative bar, or I'm sorry, the search bar. That way you can type things in because other videos are going to pop up that actually link to that specific topic. So right now I'm talking about more alternatives. These videos, okay, there's going to be actual closes that you can use in here. So when you're looking for the word tracks, and guys, if you want to call in right now, if you have any type of questions. Oh, we got some questions on Facebook. Good deal. Guys, you want to send questions in on Facebook. If you want to call in, you want to hit us on Twitter. Okay, the question I got here from Jesse says, what's the best way to target your market when you're new to a field, specifically real estate? Okay, what I want you to do, Jesse, who's in real estate, he's a real estate agent. I want you to do this. I want you to identify, dude, who are the top agents in your city, and I want you to take them out. I want you to do exactly what they're doing. I want you to identify who are they working with, who are those specific people, and then I want you to get so good at sales. I want you to identify that, look, man, this is an actual sales position. Being a real estate agent is about being able to pitch people, and I'm pitching people all the time on why me, why real estate agents, okay? Because these people are all online. They're looking at what's in the marketplace where they weren't able to do that several years ago. Now they've got more information than ever. They almost don't even really need an agent, and they're probably thinking that. I want you to confront everything as a real estate agent. I don't want you to dance around it. So what you're going to find inside the program, Grant talks about, look, you got to confront things. So whether it's a pitch, whether it's a close, whether you're negotiating, you got to confront things. I want to bring things up before they even have an opportunity to. Okay, so if I got a guy who's in real estate, and maybe he's trying to sell his property on his own, dude, I'm going to bring it up. Look, man, I know you probably don't like real estate agents, and I know you probably are trying to sell this thing on your own because you want to save the commission that you'd have to pay out. Give me 10 minutes. Let me show you exactly why it makes sense to do business with me. Okay. If I could actually solve some problems for you and get your property sold quicker, that way we could get you the money, would you be willing to pay a commission? Okay. I know you don't like real estate agents. I know you could do it yourself. The average time that it takes to sell a property on your own is 8 to 14 months. Let me show you how I can do it in 30. You know, you got to confront things, guys. You got to be able to go in there. So for Jesse, and guys, if you want to bring in any other questions, just shoot them in on Facebook. Bring them in because I'm going to answer all these questions. So Jesse wanted to know, what can I do as a real estate agent? Dude, learn everything you can about sales. Get so obsessed with sales that every time you get somebody on the phone, you know how to pitch a deal. You know how to set an appointment. Guy gives you an objection. I'm not interested. I just was hitting your website. I just wanted to get the listing information because I want to go by and look at it myself. Excellent, sir. Happy to give you all the information. Look, if you don't know what to do, what to say on this program is going to show you what to do. Cardone University is there for you every single day. That way you know what to do. You guys got to get obsessed with what you're doing every single day. You've got to get inside here and identify, dude, what is going to get me a deal today? Because that is the most important thing. That's what matters. Winning matters, okay? Why does winning matter? Why does it matter? Dude, because it's what gets you up every single day. If I'm just getting punished in the marketplace, I'm getting beat up, I'm not going to want to go out there. I'm not going to want to cold call people. I'm not going to want to knock on doors. I'm not even going to want to follow up with anybody I've sold because I'm out here just like, oh, it's such a grind. Winning every single day, winning with more appointments, setting more appointments, that's all going to come with practice and skill and learning. So the guys that I work with in real estate who make $250 a year, $500 a year, I got a guy who makes over $1 million a year. What they're doing with Cardone University is they're learning everything they can about how to bring their game and their skill up so that way when they're in the marketplace every day, taking phone calls, handling leads, they got opportunities everywhere, and they're trying to figure out, dude, how do I get this referral base just blowing up because it's in the Cardone University program? That's what they're doing every day. So Jesse, man, I really appreciate you sending that in. That's exactly what I would do. I would learn everything you can about sales, and then I would go out there in the marketplace and I would take down the top 1, 2, and 3 agents in your area. I got a question from William Frankard. He says, how to stop procrastination and hesitation. Dude, I freaking love that. Okay, let me do something for you really quick. I'm going to go inside 100 ways to stay motivated. For you, William, what I would do is I would do this, okay? Number one, you need to get motivated about what you're doing. The reason that anybody would procrastinate and wait and not do anything, the reason why they would be hesitant to go out into the marketplace and to be able to push is because there's something that they don't know. Number one, I would fix my motivation. I would drop motivation, which is something I personally do, inside my training every single day. So if I'm looking at doing 6 to 10 training segments every single day, dude, one of them is going to be about motivation. One of them is going to be about getting in here every single day. I got to look at, hey, how do I reach my true potential? How do I maximize time so that way I'm using time? Time ain't using me. Okay. The other thing I'm going to look into is now, how do I get more certain about what I'm doing? And this is what Cardone University is about. 6 training segments every single day. That's going to build your muscle to be able to get good. That way, William, you can feel better about what you're doing every single day. For me, dude, back when I didn't have any skills, I didn't have any training, I was a young salesperson, dude, I was probably afraid to take an up. I was afraid to make a phone call. I didn't want to call anybody because I didn't know what to do. So I would procrastinate. I would hesitate. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going to call him. Hey, let me go make a post on Facebook real quick. Dude, wasting time, blowing deals, blowing opportunity. If you're ever finding yourself procrastinating, there's something that you don't know. The more that you do in the program, the more you learn about closing, the more you learn about negotiating, the more you're going to want to do it. Okay? If I told you that, look, these are the winning numbers to the lottery ticket, would you buy it? John, would you buy it if I gave you the winning ticket? If I say, dude, these are the numbers, 100%, you buy the ticket, you're going to win, would you buy the ticket?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my man. If I told you that, look, if you do this, it's going to get you in the next Olympics, and you're going to be out there, you're going to be faster, stronger, and quicker than Michael Phelps, would you do what I told you to?
Oh, yeah.
My man. See, John knows. This is what I'm telling you. Guys, if you were certain about it, you would do more of it. That's what Cardone University is about. But you got to get certain. You got to get frequent. You got to do more of it. You know, I talk to some people who are like, yeah, I do it, a couple days a week. No, dude, you got to do it every single day. How do you think I got to where I was? Okay? It's not by doing it every other day or once a month or twice a month. Dude, every single day working that muscle. So I got a caller. I got a William. He's from Broward. He's calling in. William, how you doing, sir?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing unbelievable, man. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I heard you were pretty much answering my question there. So my thing is consistency. Like I'll start going and going, but then I'll get distracted. And one of the guys on the YouTube comments actually told me, hey, if you have a purpose, a big enough purpose, that'll get you consistent. But I was like, my only purpose that I can find that will get me excited enough is the money. Can it be just the money, or should it be something else?
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. And William, that's a great question. I'm glad you actually called in with that. What type of business are you in, just so I know?
I'm in mattress sales.
Oh, dude, love that. Love mattress sales, man. We got a lot of people who are mattress sales using Cardone training technologies information to be able to help them out. So William, guys, has a question. He says, look, man, I want to identify what my purpose is, because he's been into 100 Ways to Stay Motivated. He's seen the purpose programs. Okay, and now what he's asking is, dude, should my purpose be a little bit bigger than money? What I'm going to tell you is that, dude, it's definitely about the money, but what are you going to do with the money, William? Like, what would you do? How much money are you going to make this year?
This year, I'm aiming for 100,000.
Okay, good. What could you make? You were just smashing, all cylinders hitting. Dude, you're the top sales guy in the organization. How much are you making?
The cap doing this is probably like 130.
Yeah, good.
Around up there.
Yeah, good. What would you do with another 30 grand?
Oh, I want to save it all and invest into some real estate.
Okay. Do you know how much money you need to invest into real estate to reach the type of success that you want to?
Yeah, at least 100,000.
Okay, good. You need 100,000. So if you made an extra 30 grand per year, how long would it take you to get $100,000?
It'll be pretty quickly.
Yeah, it would be pretty quickly. Okay. And then what are you going to do when you invest 100 grand into that real estate? What's going to happen from there? Now you're going to start having multiple flows of income. Now you got this second income coming in. So, dude, what's your real purpose?
My purpose is just to create a lot of wealth.
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you, man. You're trying to play a bigger game. That's what you're looking to do. So what I would do is I would just tie that in, man. You've done the math. Dude, if I crank it up, if I turn it up, it's only going to take me 3 years to stack up the type of money that I need to be able to get the type of investment that I want. Most people don't do that math. They look at their bank account and they're like, there's nothing in it, right? I got 3 grand. I need to get to 100. It's never going to happen. And then they quit and they give up. But William, for us, look, we've just done the math. We've identified what your purpose is. Look, you want to build wealth, man. And I don't even know why you want to build wealth. Maybe you have a family. Maybe you do it because you just want to feel better. You want to win the game. Maybe it's just about a bigger game for you, And so now you've identified, look, if I was hitting it, if I was cranking, I was pushing every single day. Maybe I worked a couple extra hours every single day. Maybe I invested in the Cardone University program to be able to help me out, and I picked up an extra 3 or 4 segments per day. That way I could just get a bigger and better skill. Now, all of a sudden, that's an extra 30 grand per year on top of what you're looking at, which is going to give you, it'll take a little bit more than 3 years with taxes. But, look, man, now you've identified it. Now you could have an investment property. Now you've got a different purpose other than just the money.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, so the purpose is not the money. The purpose is to create the wealth that I want and the things that I want for my family and for myself. That's the purpose.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do with the wealth, man? What are you going to do with the wealth? Are you going to take care of your family?
Oh, yeah. I want to take care of my family, and, I want to get a bunch of, cars and watches.
Dude, whatever your deal is, dude, that's your purpose, man. Whatever your deal is. So awesome, man. Well, hey, William, I really appreciate you giving a call in, and give us a call in next week too. Let's find out where you're at and how else we can help you out. Guys, if you want to call in to 305-865-8668. Look, what we do every single week, I come to you live. We do the Mastermind call every single Wednesday. We do it at 2 p.m. The reason why we do it is so that way we could help you out, help you in your business and your sales, from questions like, dude, how do I figure out what my purpose is, all the way up to how do I use Cardone University to handle different objections that I have throughout the day. Guys, if you want to dive into the program, if you want to look at what we were talking about today, I want you to look at, Johnny, you want to show my screen? The program that I was in today, the selection alternative, goes into sales process. And after you get inside sales process, you want to go in, you want to look at presentation right here. And once you get inside presentation, there's 17 courses. Now, for me, if you look at the very last video on this page, it says Super Freak the Presentation, okay? Don't make this the first video. You got to understand everything before I can get to a Super Freak, which means you got to understand this verify selection with alternatives. This is going to help you in negotiations. This is going to help you with the price objections. This is going to help you in basically canceling out. I want you to think about this. Okay, I want you to think about what providing those alternatives are going to do for you. Number one, it's going to help you on the price objections. And then number two, people are going to look at other options in their mind. Is this the right option? I don't know if it's the right option. They're going to go through that no matter what. And I want you to think with, if you cancel them out by getting them to shop at your place where you're providing them with options, then they're going to be like, no, dude, that's the deal. Okay. And you're going to see in there that Grant's going to talk about, look, some people feel like they don't want to offer a higher price product or something different because they don't want to offend the customer. Dude, when you offer somebody a price and you're like, hey, look, man, hey, would you consider doing this? It's 3 times the price, but provides this for what you're looking for. And they're like, no, dude, I definitely don't want that. I want this. Okay. How many customers would you die to have do that? Okay. But you got to understand, look, you got to make this right. You got to practice the skill. You got to learn this information. And more importantly, guys, you got to come back to the program to be able to handle all the different problems that you see after you learn the information. And so I want you to look at this piece right here. I'm going to show you one last thing before we jump off the call today. I'm going to show you this piece. John, show my computer here. I'm going to go into the quick fix tool. This is called handling objections. When I go inside handling objections, there are going to be 2 different categories. This is going to be before I present a proposal to somebody. Before I slide a contract over, or I drop an e-sign in their inbox, or I ask, are you ready to do the deal? I'm going to go into objections, because this is going to handle every type of problem that I have, from the greeting, the demo, to the write-up, and then just general objections I'm going to get right here. So before I get here, people are objecting to the actual demonstration. This is the objection that you're going to get inside here. Grant's going to give you the word track. That way you can pop in. And then when you go back and you're looking at objections to a write-up, which is actually an objection to a proposal. These are all the certain things that you're going to get. Get the word tracks down. Okay, but do this after you've went through the program, the presentation content, that way you understand, and that way these word tracks and these phrases, they make sense for you. You can practice them, you can drill them and rehearse them every single day. And then I want you guys to meet us back here every single Wednesday at 2 p.m. We're going to come to you live. We're going to keep coming to you because we are obsessed with success. We are obsessed with getting more sales, and we're showing you how to get us obsessed and how to get more wins with Cardone University. So guys, my name's Steve Spray. Appreciate you joining in. Give our office a call if there's anything we can do. And I'm going to see you next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a great week.